Yeah, good morning, all of you. It's actually scary to be the first presenter. I never expected this. Myself, Dr. Khalida. I'm thankful to Kahakon for giving this opportunity, my lab head for pressurizing me or believing in me for doing this project, and my hospital for recognizing this hard work and pushing me up. Now, coming to my project was basically to improve the turnaround time. Why did we decide to take up this project was, in the year 2014-15, there were 11% outliers. So we decided to take up, we will reduce this turnaround time outliers. So goal statement was, like we will see, in May we decided we'll take up the project. So in April we took the data. The data showed that in April it was 9%. So we took the target we will reduce it to less than 5%. There were some constraints in this project. I'm sorry, I'm stammering. I'm really scared in front of all the audience. I may take some time, but I'll pick up. Now, at the start of the project in April, we saw it was 9.1%. Then we aimed that it will be less than 5%. That's what my lab head said. I was not aware whether I'll achieve it. I told, okay, we'll achieve it. And test load, we decided that it will be, that time it was 172, and the target was we'll increase it by 36 tests more per day. And if we achieve this target, the financial benefit would be between 3,900 to a maximum of 86,000. Now, coming to the DMAC. In Six Sigma, we have the DMAC phase, which contains of defined phase. Now, in this, we took only the biochemistry reports. And there were some reports which are out of bounds. Only the outpatient reports were considered. Then samples which were billed between 6 a.m. and 4 p.m. were considered. And national holidays and Sundays were not considered. Time samples were not considered. Now, this is the DMAC, define, measure, analyze, implement, and control phase. It took 6 months for us to do this project, and I have to finish it in 5 minutes. Okay. Measure phase. In the measure phase, let me tell what I did. Now, the turnaround time we took was from billing to verification of the report. Now, what will be the defects? Defects, whichever reports goes out of 4 hours is the defect. Okay, now I'm picking up. So, the data was taken from HIS as well as from Gemba. Gemba is a time motion study where I went there and dedicated 2 days for each step to see what exactly happens, where I have to improve, and what is going wrong. I wanted to feel each step personally and see what I can suggest to them, which is possible. Okay, in this process map, there are these steps: billing, sample collection, transport, acknowledgement, receipt, then processing, and verification. See, first 2 steps happened in phlebotomy, then the third step happened in accession, and the fourth step happened in biochemistry department. So biochemistry department was in my control. Other 2 places, I had to go and see what exactly was going wrong. So for each step, we had targeted one time, turnaround time. Like from billing to sample collection, it was 10 minutes, and for sample transport, it was 45 minutes, and for sample process, it was 120 minutes. This is the cause and effect diagram. We had taken the causes from the HIS as well as my time and motion study, and then we made the control and impact matrix. Like you see here, how high impact it had and what was in our control. There was one column, and how impact it had, which was out of our control. So obviously, we targeted on what was in our control. Now this is the data chart. What we had to do here, this is a Pareto chart analysis. So I took the HIS data, I took my Gemba data, and I seen what are the causes. So the bottlenecks here was mainly, they told manpower shortage. There was no manpower available there. And in the acknowledgement, we see that there was transport delay. And in the process, we see that their samples are not received in the biochemistry department from the accession area. Now, these are the bottlenecks, what I just explained it to you. So we had to put in some improvement strategies in this.
You have 1 more minute.
Yeah, in the improvement strategy, what we did was whichever staff was available, we had to see how we can post them. So what I did was, we just checked in what time the footfalls were high. So that time we just put the timings of that staff. Suppose they were posted at 9 o'clock, the footfall was high at 7 o'clock. So we just revised the time of the postings, and it really worked out. And then we trained the GDA staff, and we also trained the staff for transporting the samples. There were issues which are not resolved by IT, but this helped out. These issues were sometimes, it was made up by the suggestions, brainstorming. I tell you, the suggestions from technicians really worked out, and it helped in resolving 60% of the problem. Now coming to the control phase, after we achieved everything, it's not the thing. It's like we have to maintain those turnaround time. So we had to sustain, how we sustain was very important to us. Now performance in 2014 was 11% outliers. In April was 9.1. We achieved 4.6 after our project. So this is the achievement. We targeted to achieve maximum financial benefit to 86,000. By God's grace, we have achieved 1,82,000 per day is our financial benefit by this project. And by this project, what has happened is my staff morale has increased, and they are more confident. They feel very happy. They work as a team. They see that we can achieve. They see that in their management that, yes, you have done something. Thank you.
You didn't look nervous at all. There is, thank you for that. One question, just one question, if there is. Otherwise, we will, yes.
Yeah, Khalida, is very nice presentation on Lean Six Sigma. And so my question is, like, when you have implemented the Six Sigma, have you calculated, like, your defects per million opportunities? Like
yes, we have.
So what was the defect per million opportunities for
when
that?
we calculated, our Six Sigma was around 3.6.
Initially?
Initially.
Like before,
After we achieved it, it became to 4.7.
4.7.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Quickly, just two things. If you exceed the time, the judges will be giving you minus marks. And if you exceed, then your opportunity to answer the question will not be there. The judges are also looking, one question is asked to see how proficient are you in your paper presentation. You will lose that opportunity if you exceed the time. Please watch it.
Thank you. At the end of 4 minutes, we will warn you. Maybe instead of the trap door, at the end of 5 minutes, we'll clap for you.